Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Today, we find ourselves amidst a turbulent and complex situation as intense fighting unfolds between the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, and Amhara Fano forces in various areas of the Amhara region. We have received the latest updates from multiple sources shedding light on the ongoing conflict, and I will share these reports with you in this detailed video. Beginning with the reports from Wad Isis, Yezelika, and Dembecha in western Gojam, the situation remains dire. Intense fighting has persisted for several hours, with the ENDF deploying tanks, artillery, and mortars. Unfortunately, we have received distressing news of heavy losses on both sides, illustrating the severity of the clashes in this region. Moving on to Grange Ber, Zuria County in central Gondar, a significant development has occurred. Fano forces successfully ambushed an ENDF convoy, resulting in casualties among ENDF soldiers, Amhara militia members, and Amhara police. Additionally, reports indicate that ENDF vehicles and war equipment were destroyed during the confrontation. In Ambachor Bear, near Janete, Mead Lela, near Barina Sayant, Guameda, and Ajbar, Amhara Sayant, all located in western Wello, intense and sporadic fighting has been reported. Fortunately, at this point, there are no confirmed reports of casualties from either side. However, the situation remains fluid, and developments are unfolding rapidly in these areas. Shifting our focus to Alamsaga, Debre Tabor in southern Gondar, sporadic gunfire erupted after Fano forces ambushed an ENDF convoy carrying new recruits. Regrettably, several individuals have been reported killed and wounded in this incident, highlighting the gravity of the conflict in this particular region. In Vegera, northern Gondar, a bold move by Fano forces saw them ambushing a prison, leading to the liberation of prisoners. A fierce firefight ensued as they engaged with Amhara police and militias. Furthermore, Fano forces successfully seized all arms stored in the depot, marking a significant development in the ongoing conflict. It has been reported that Fano forces have once again seized control. Gojam Fano's command has a history of influencing the fate of Dembecha, and the city is now under their control. Additionally, reports indicate that a significant number of Defense Forces members are contemplating surrendering to Fano forces. The army of Birhanu Jula, emerging from Batantun, is grappling with challenges such as a lack of food rations and war fatigue, further complicating the dynamics of the conflict. In Andabet Dera County, southern Gondar, recent reports confirm that the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, successfully recaptured the town after intense fighting in Arba Gebia, Jib Azra, and Mekre. The town, which had been under Fano's control for the past 5 months, has now returned to ENDF's possession. Moving on to Dangela, Meshenti in western Gojam, Fano forces executed a successful ambush on an NDF convoy, resulting in substantial losses for the soldiers involved. The gravity of the situation underscores the challenges faced by the military in maintaining control and security in these volatile regions. In the 09 district of Bahir Dar city, located in Gojam, a bomb explosion was reported, adding a layer of complexity to the security concerns in the area. The incident highlights the unpredictable nature of the conflict and the threats faced by civilians in urban centers. Reports from Kwarit in central Gojam indicate sporadic gunfire, emphasizing the tension and volatility in the region. The situation remains fluid, and the safety of residents is a matter of growing concern. Turning our attention to Kobo City in northern Wello, former Mayor Adisu Wadaje was attacked at his home, sustaining injuries, while tragically, one other person lost their life. This incident further illustrates the personal toll and impact on individuals caught in the crossfire of this conflict. The Garaja-Oromo border has reportedly been closed, with reports of a large number of garage civilians being kidnapped by Oromo militia. This development adds a humanitarian dimension to the crisis, as civilians become vulnerable to violence and displacement. The past month has seen 2 ultimatums, each lasting 7 days, issued by the regional state in an attempt to bring about a resolution. Unfortunately, these ultimatums have elapsed without achieving the intended outcome. The regional state had requested Fano forces to surrender and lay down their arms. While the state announced that over 5,000 Fano forces had surrendered, Fano combatants dismissed this as wishful thinking, creating a cloud of uncertainty. Independent Ethiopian news sources not affiliated with state-owned outlets have reported that the conflict between Ethiopian government troops and Fano forces continues in many areas of the region. Ethio News, despite its founder being imprisoned nearly 2 months ago, reported intense fighting in the West Gojam area. Several other local news sources have echoed these reports, indicating a persistent and widespread conflict. Government forces have responded by deploying tanks and artillery, escalating the intensity of the clashes. The town of Dembecha, at one point under the control of Fano forces, witnessed heavy casualties. However, specific numbers are undisclosed, and the impact on civilians remains unclear. Over the past 6 months, the region has seen hundreds of civilians deliberately killed in extrajudicial executions over alleged support for Fano forces, a grim reality confirmed by human rights organizations. In Wollo, renewed clashes between Fano forces and the Ethiopian Defense Forces have been reported in most western areas. An attack on a police station in Wagedi occurred, but details regarding whether prisoners were freed remain unspecified. Additionally, conflicts have erupted in Kalala, Amhara Sayanet, and Barina areas over the past few days, adding to the volatility in the region. Gondar experienced an ambush attack with 2 vehicles carrying government forces, including anti-riot and militia forces, being targeted. The severity of casualties is reported to be high, with specific numbers yet to be disclosed. Social media sources claiming connections to the region suggest that Fano forces acquired hundreds of firearms from the ambush operation. In response, government security forces are reportedly cracking down on youths in towns like Debre Taba, with even daily laborers seeking employment reportedly being detained. Conflicts have erupted in the Amhara region's North Shoa areas this week, with Atay and Shua Robit once again experiencing fighting. The Ethiopian government, despite claiming to have contained the conflict in the Amhara region, has not provided confirmation or denial of the latest fighting in these areas, adding to the ambiguity surrounding the situation. Security crises persist in most parts of Ethiopia, with the State Minister for Peace, Dr. Seyum Mesfin, who defected to seek political asylum in the US, revealing earlier this week that over 70% of the country is not under the government's control. The complexities and uncertainties of the ongoing situation underscore the need for continued monitoring and international attention to bring about a sustainable resolution to the conflict. We will stay vigilant and provide updates as the situation unfolds.